the fight. And up to the early lead. Wade Joel takes over second. Dan Avery battles back. Here comes Bruce D'Alessandro, Teddy Wiggins, and Charlie Jones. One lap is down. What a race for the top 10. D'Alessandro trying to do it the hard way down low. He says some, but for others, the inside has been the hot setup. Charlie Jones maintains the middle groove. Here comes Bruce Dell down low. Mike Stefanik's working his way to the front. What a battle for the top 5. Look at that. D'Alessandro fight his way back. Something else. Charlie Jones, the low buck operator, doing a great job in the number 85, holding that 4th spot. A tap to the bumper, but that doesn't upset Charlie. He still tries to maintain position number 4. Mike Stefanik, Tom Bowles, waiting patiently. Teddy Riggett, not so patient, he goes to the outside. Bruce Dell is sideways. He loses a spot to Riggett. And now Mike Stefanik gets hitched up on the top side. But in command of the event, with 8 laps showing on the scoreboard, is George Rodinas, car number 24. There has been only one two-time winner. The rest of the season, it has been all new faces in the winner's circle. Reggie Virgilio holds that two-time victory. But for the others, it's the dream of getting there first or the hopes of gaining a second. Dan Avery tucks it down low. Can't do it. Sparks fly. Teddy Riggett still running the top side. Bruce Dell fights back. 5th is still the toughest spot on the racetrack. Sparks fly. Teddy Riggett likes to rub up against that cement wall all the way down the front straightaway. Many of our heavy hitters still way back in the pack as these lads do a great job up front. Mike Stefanik gets hitched up on the top groove, and he's going to follow Teddy Riggett through. But Bruce Dell is not giving up. The top 10 cars were pretty much nose to tail. Stan Breger, feature event winner, pulls out with a mechanical problem. Car number 10 is out of the event. Bruce Dell tries to keep it nice and low, can't quite do it, but he has run the bottom throughout the first 16 circuits. Now he picks up the spot from Teddy Riggett. Mike Stefanik tries to follow him through, and look out, here comes Reggie Virgilio. The only two-time winner is hooked up on the bottom of the racetrack, and he battles with the 4-time champion, Bob Pomerori. Rodinas is going higher and higher, but still holding on to the lead. Lot traffic up ahead. It could be the factor here. Now, D'Alessandro may have a problem as he runs into the slow traffic. Charlie Jones is around. And Bruce D'Alessandro keeps on going, but Jones goes spinning off the 4th turn. And the caution comes out. The first one. It's not over yet, and they go to green. Sparks will fly, the leader gets a piece of the rock, but now Wade Joel sees nothing but checkers and money up for grabs. 3 wide, Pomerori stuck in the middle. Somehow they all make it through. Tommy Bowles loses a spot, and there's a lot of bumper contact going on here. Wade Joel in command of the event. Tommy Bowles at the flat right front tire. Second caution of the event story here. Pick your favorite. It's going to be somebody's lucky night tonight here at Riverside. And it looks like Dan Avery. Nope, but Paul Coakley says, what is going on? The car that is in command of the event, Coakley stares them over. He likes this one. They go down to the line, and Dan Avery becomes the third different leader in tonight's program. Bruce Alessandro dives to the bottom of the racetrack. Down low, this is the story. The battle is for second. S.J. Avanchin has a problem with car number 35. Double points up for grabs. Halfway. Coming up next.
And our point leader, Mike McLaughlin, is dropping off the pace. McLaughlin apparently with a problem.
Looks like a flat right rear tire going down in car number 9.
And you can bet McLaughlin will hang on as long as he can. Around he goes. And the caution is out. Our point leader with a problem spins out and turn 2.
Know the racing business, you know what that was all about. As Mike McLaughlin had a tire going soft, and conveniently he spins just in the nick of time. That brings out a caution which will keep the pit gate open for 3 laps. Second row, our feature event winners. First row haven't visited the winner's circle this season.
Uh-oh, bumper tagging.
Yes, sir. This is how we run into problems. Paul Coakley will give him one more shot at it. And then
and the green flies. Uh-oh, Cole is into the barrier.
And that's not all. What a mess happens down the front straightaway area. And it all started with Ted Riggett and Wade Cole coming off the 4th turn.
Will we have any survivors out of all this?
It perhaps looks a lot worse than one might expect.
We see,
he's checking over the front end at this point. Second, and Reggie Ruggiero his third. Off the 4th turn they come. And Dan Avery is on top of things here, and look out, here comes Bob Polverelli. He goes to the outside like a man with a cause, and Polverelli looks to be a contender for position number 2. Bob Polverelli has taken over second, but Bruce Dell battles to fight back, but he has to settle for position number 3.
S.J. Avanchin faltered a little bit, lost a couple of positions, but now seems to pick back up the pace in car 35. Here's Polverelli now into second, and here comes Ruggiero right behind him. D'Alessandro fights right back as he has done throughout this event, but now Ruggiero overtakes him.
Bob Polverelli, the 4-time champion, is looking for his second win of 1987. He is glued to the back bumper of Dan Avery, and so is it Reggie Ruggiero. Bruce D'Alessandro has run the bottom of the racetrack, but now it isn't working there. He drops back to position number 5. Here comes Ruggiero.
And our point leader, Mike McLaughlin, with a serious push. He will not be a serious contender in this event at the rate he is going.
Double points are up for grabs. 32 laps show on the scoreboard, and Dan Avery looks to add his name to the impressive list of feature event winners here at Riverside. Now Reggie Ruggiero goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Can't quite do it. And has to tuck back into third. Bob Polverelli still stays glued to the back bumper of Dan Avery. Reggie Ruggiero dives to the bottom of the racetrack. He runs on rails and sticks like glue. Reggie Ruggiero almost has second, but close only counts in horseshoes. As Polverelli still maintains the number 2 spot. Laps remaining. Off the turn they come. Dan Avery is given the 10-lap indication. Heavy traffic up ahead. Look out. Our leaders are coming up on some of the markers in the back of the pack. Dan Avery still in command. The traffic has not been a problem for the top 5 so far. Less than 8 laps remaining. Avery has perhaps got the biggest lead of the event since he has taken over the lead. That is still about a car length. 5 laps remaining when they head to the stripe this time. Ruggiero looks for some racing room down low. Off the turn they come. Dan Avery still holds on to the lead. Reggie Ruggiero tries with less than 2 to go. Off the turn they come. Final 2 remaining. Traffic still in front. Ruggiero gives it his best shot. White flag is out. Another new name will be added to the list here at Riverside. They come off the 4th turn, down to the line. Dan Avery takes down the victory over Bob Polverelli, Reggie Ruggiero, Mike Stefanik, and Bruce D'Alessandro. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he'll be heading to the winner's circle. His name will go to an impressive list of competitors that have taken down one feature event win. To his credit, Dan Avery out of Somers, Connecticut is the big winner here tonight at Riverside Park Speedway. We congratulate Avery. We'll be talking with him in the winner's circle as Dan Avery on his parade lap is the winner of the NASCAR Winston Modified main event here at Riverside Park Speedway. His name goes to the list that includes the talents of Reggie Ruggiero, Bob Polverelli, Teddy Riggett, along with Bruce D'Alessandro, Jerry Marquis. All of them, including Stan Greger, have been in the limelight here at Riverside. And now Dan Avery is added to that impressive list. The only 2-time winner this season has been Reggie Ruggiero, as he heads to Winston Victory Lane to pick up the honors associated with the West Hartford Tool and Die Brothers Speed and Sound feature event win in the Ramsey Builders machine. Car number 10A is your winner. We'll go trackside to Raleigh Jacobs as Dan Avery gets out of the automobile. Dan Avery into the winner's circle with Raleigh Jacobs here at Riverside.
All right, Dan. I mentioned as you were sitting in that car and the photogs were taking a picture, I could see the radiation from your smile even back here. It has not been an easy year for you, Dan, up till now. A third place finish one night and 2 sixth places were your previous best finishes. And knowing you had a lot of hot shots on your tail, you must have really been thinking out there.
I'll tell you, when you got the likes of Bob Pulverary right behind you, you know you got your hands full.
What are your thoughts about your win? What do you feel was the key to it, Dan?
Well, I mean, obviously we had a good starting spot. That was a big help. You know, when you have that advantage, obviously it makes it easier on the tires, makes it easier on the driver, and it just all worked out for us.
Of course, Wade Cole gave you a tough tussle early in the going until that unfortunate incident. Did you see what happened?
I didn't see what happened behind me. I mean, we touched wheels a little bit there coming off of 4, and I don't know what happened after that.
Yep, things really got piled up. Now, this is a double-point event, Dan, and I know you've been thinking about the point race, and I'm sure you've got to feel a lot better about things now.
Well, it's definitely going to be a big help in our point standings. I mean, going into this event, we were like 14th, so I'm sure this is going to increase our chances of a good finish in the point standings at the end of the year.
No doubt about the car. It was running superbly all night, even in your qualifying heat.
Yeah, well, the car was pretty well hooked up tonight. We had our share of problems. The crew worked very hard tonight. We had this thing all apart in the pits 2 or 3 times and trying to find the right combination, and it seemed to work out. And I tell you, you got to hand it to the sponsors: Skyline Quarry, PJ Ladola, Ramsey Builders, Summers Real Estate. You know, they all help out tremendously. Without Lynn up there in the stands, he donates his share, and I'll tell you, we couldn't be happier.
All right, Dan, congratulations on a fine, fine win, and I have the feeling you're going to be back here again this season.
We're going to give it a good try.
Attaboy. Nice going, Dan Avery.